The Houston Texans head to Arizona this week, and man, I cannot begin to guess what kind of atmosphere they are going to run into. I mean, it could be really serene, I suppose, since that's a thing out there now. But I'll assume the Red Sea is going to be on tilt.
Joe, what a move! DeAndre Hopkins all the way in for the touchdown!
What do you want to start with? The Cards are 6-0 for the first time since Happy Days debuted?
These days are
Or that their MVP to this point just threw 4 more TDs without getting picked in a game where he was without his head coach / play caller?
Murray floating it for Green, and A.J. Green with the catch and the touchdown.
Or that their passing attack looks as good as anyone's in the league, Bucks included.
Floats it for Kirk in the end zone, tiptoes his way in, it's a touchdown!
Here's the thing with Murray, too. He leads the league in completion percentage, but he's also throwing for close to 300 yards per game, and his yards per attempt is nearly 9. So this dude isn't connecting on a bunch of bloop singles. He's mashing doubles, triples, and home runs.
Throwing for the sideline, he's got Hopkins, and Hopkins down inside the Cleveland 25.
So, in rolls the 1-5 Texans, who gave up 2 TD passes to Carson Wentz without picking him off, allowed over 11 yards per attempt and a rating over 125.
Gonna take a shot, wide open is his man, it's caught! Paris Campbell for the touchdown!
They also gave up over 6 yards a run to the Colts.
Taylor breaking free! Has a lead blocker! Taylor all the way down to the 5-yard line!
Their defensive numbers aren't great, but honestly, that's a defense that's swimming upstream a lot, because if your offense can't score, it doesn't tend to matter that much.
That pass is intercepted! Second pick by Mills, turnover number 3.
Davis Mills couldn't replicate his performance against the Patriots, and let's put this in perspective. The Colts defense he was facing, one of the league's worst pass defenses to that point, and he threw no TDs, was picked twice, rating under 65, yards per attempt under 6.
That pass is picked! It's Darius Leonard!
He took a couple sacks as well.
Mills is buried!
And the Cardinals are a team that not only just picked up 5 QB takedowns themselves,
doing his best Kyler Murray impression, but mustard came off the hot dog a little bit.
one of them was by a guy who Texans fans used to root for.
Baker in trouble, able to get away. Now Watt, ball is loose! The ball is loose at the 47-yard line!
Welcome to the party, JJ. Your team is undefeated, and now you finally have a sack. And his sack made it easier on a Cards secondary that deserves more love than it gets. I know they're overshadowed by Kyler, but they have played the pass really well this season.
And Robert Alford with a pick!
Look, the Empire had more stormtroopers than the Rebels had soldiers. There's that 300 movie, they were outmanned. You know how the Bad News Bears ended, right? Okay, Red Sea, not trying to be biased, you know those were all the things people used to say about you, right? How does it feel now? You're the Empire, you're the Goliath, you're the Apollo Creed in Rocky 1. Let me bookend this whole thing. You are the Fonz. Pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, lay down your scores. No score, your prediction doesn't count. Potsy and Ralph the Mouth were great.